The most dangerous moment isn't the breach. It's what happens after no one notices. Once access is gained, the goal changes. The hacker is no longer trying to get in. They're trying to stay. And staying requires something most people don't associate with hacking patience. Movies show hackers moving fast, downloading everything, causing chaos. But real intrusions rarely look like that. Speed creates noise. Noise creates attention. And attention ends access. The most successful hackers slow down. They observe. They learn how the organization operates from the inside, what systems matter, which logs are checked, and which alerts are ignored. One of the most well-known examples of silent access is the Yahoo breach, where attackers remained inside systems for years before discovery. Not because security was non-existent, but because nothing looked abnormal. Access didn't spread explosively. It spread logically. One system led to another. One permission opened paths to more valuable data. Each step looked like legitimate internal activity. This pattern appeared again and again. In the Equifax breach, attackers had access long before the public knew. The damage wasn't caused in a single moment. It accumulated quietly. Hackers like Gary McKinnon demonstrated this years earlier. His access to sensitive systems didn't rely on advanced exploits. It relied on weak credentials and poor monitoring. Once inside, nothing pushed him out. Another example is Albert Gonzalez, whose operations involved long-term access to retail and payment systems. Data wasn't stolen in one burst. It was siphoned over time slow enough to avoid suspicion. Silent access works because systems are designed to tolerate normal behavior. And once a hacker learns what normal looks like, imitation becomes easy. Blogs fill quickly. Alerts are noisy. Security teams prioritize visible threats. Anything that blends into routine activity is unlikely to be examined closely. This is where invisibility becomes the real skill. Not hiding completely, but hiding in plain sight. Using real accounts, operating during business hours, making changes slowly. Even advanced monitoring struggles with this. The system sees valid credentials, approved access, expected workflows. From the system's perspective, nothing is wrong. This is why some breaches are discovered by accident. A routine audit, a misconfigured server, a leaked database found by someone else. Not because alarms went off. By the time discovery happens, the story is already over. Data has moved. Systems have been mapped. The damage is complete. The uncomfortable truth is that detection often happens at the end, not the beginning of an intrusion. Silent access isn't about technical superiority. It's about restraint. About understanding that the longer you stay invisible, the more valuable access becomes. This is where hacking stops looking dramatic and starts looking methodical. Less like an attack, more like occupancy. And as systems grow larger and more complex, this kind of access becomes harder to detect, not easier. Which leads to the final question. If this pattern is so well known, why does it keep happening? That's where this series ends. Not with a breach, but with a realization about systems themselves.